Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? Downtown Anavargus. Probably the worst roads in the world, by the way. But there is a nice fountain that's shooting up into the blue sky. And of course, we are heading towards the old town. And then we're going to work our way down towards downtown Cato Paradise. So big Calimera to the guys that like to come back now and again. But the skies today are a little bit overcast, they're a little bit grey blue rather than bluey blue. Hopefully when we get down to the harbour, that sea will be blue, because Mr. Paul, if you haven't guessed it by now, he's dressed head to toe in blue. So that must mean one thing, all it's missing is you. So come on, get yourself on a big bird or a canoe or perhaps a bicycle and start pedalling like crazy. Slight sore throat today, by the way, a slight bit of a sniffle. It's the weather changing, isn't it? And of course, coming very soon, we will crescendo into summertime. Yes, and the clocks will go forward. So don't forget to set your alarm clock, or like most people, we always make a mistake, don't we? Even though our mobile phones switch automatically, we always oversleep or undersleep or get confused. But there's no doubt about it, summertime is just around the corner, and we will feel that little bit better because we get that little bit more extra daylight, don't we? So therefore, you can come and spend that little bit extra time in Cyprus and have a fantastic holiday. So, mid-Paphos, dropping down towards the oldie town area, and then we'll keep on going past there towards the promenade and the harbour. Paphos, is it a big town? No, it's not a very big town. Well, I suppose it depends where you come from, but it's not the biggest town in the world. It's a nice, manageable town. So if you are thinking about going on an adventure or two, perhaps in a hire car, you won't get lost, that's for sure. And there's many things to go and see, lots of museums, archaeological sites, of course lots of shops. We've got one or two shopping malls, many things. But on all of that, of course, we are surrounded by the blue Mediterranean Sea. And that's what a lot of people like to go and see. It makes them feel happy, doesn't it? When you sit perhaps on a beach and lap up a bit of sunshine while you look out into that blue Mediterranean Sea. Traffic quite light this morning, by the way. What time is it? Let's have a quick look. 10:15. So it's what I call a strange time, because at about 10:30 Cyprus starts to come to life. Everyone gets out of bed, every man, woman and his dog and cat, and off they go gallivanting, rushing around to look for all the things that they might want just in time for lunch. So we have this crazy time from around about 10:30 till about 12:30, and then it goes a little bit, well, cigar, which means a bit slower as people plan their next adventure, perhaps sitting by the swimming pool, perhaps walking along the promenade, or perhaps just taking it nice and easy as they watch an episode of this little channel known as Marika and Me. Let's let this gentleman go. He seems to be in a world of his own. We wish him a fantastic day. And he is dressed in a lot of blue, so quite a good chappie, a chappie after my own heart, shall we say. So, heading towards the old town. That's coming up very soon indeed, and then we'll work our way down towards the Cato Paphos promenade and the Paphos harbour area. If you fancy buying a Honda, well, pop in there and have a chat with Marios. He'll do his very best to charge you as much money as possible. He's a reasonable guy. He might give you €1 or two off, but that's quite common with Honda dealers all over the world, isn't it? So drop in the comments. Do you think Hondas are good cars? Do you think Toyotas are good cars? What's your favourite brand of car? I personally like Hondas and Toyotas because they're very reliable. And as you start to get older, like myself, I'm a very old gentleman now. Well, I don't know if I'm a gentleman, but I'm very old anyway. You start to put practicality, don't you? Before anything else, I'll be buying elasticated pants before long. There we go. Right, only joking. Paul's confused sense of humour. Hopefully, the guys that like to watch the channel enjoy coming back, and hopefully you get to hit the like and smash that subscribe, because that's how the channel is recommended by YouTube. So you guys watch us, and if you like us, you hit the like, and you smash the subscribe. And then of course YouTube will recommend the little channel known as Marika and me to more like-minded people, clever people like yourselves. But of course, if you would like to really keep the channel afloat and drop a bit of benzene into the tank, keep us lubricated, what's going on here? Oh dear, roads have closed. I tell you, the troubles and the hassles of living on the island of love. Something to do with Independence Day, I would say, yes. There we go. Anyway, as I was saying, if you would like to keep the channel afloat and perhaps keep Mr. Paul lubricated in a nice hot latte or two, why not go and hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. If you Google these magic words, Buy Me a Coffee, Marika and me, or the other way round, Marika and me, Buy Me a Coffee, up will come our landing page. You'll have the choice to read a little bit more about us, and you never know, you might want to read a comment or two, and we all like to read the comments, don't we? And fingers crossed, you will gift us that virtual coffee or two. I'd say a massive, massive thank you to Lord of the Paul, who likes a Jaguar or two for his 5 coffees. Dayman, again, thank you very, very much indeed. Lady Wendy, Sir of the Danny. The list goes on. Thank you very, very much indeed. And a big thank you to one or two of our superstar members. If your name is Sir Richard and you've got your very own blonde beauty, Lady Julie of the Nash, thank you very, very much for your continued support on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. Lord Lee, our mountain man, Lady Vicky, again, thank you very, very much indeed. Baron Von Cigar, that cheeky little monkey, and of course, probably the greatest accountant in the world, Lady Victoria. Thank you very, very much for your continued support on the little platform known as Buy Me a Coffee. But yes, if you start to look around, there are young ladies in little outfits, and there will be a big parade in Paphos today because it is Paphos Independence Day, well, Cyprus Independence Day, and it looks as though we've got into more traffic. What can you say? Desperate for a coffee is what I can say. Not had a coffee for a good couple of hours. As I say, got a bit of a sore throat, a little bit of a chill is what it is, as the weather changes, isn't it? So bear with us as we eventually work to somewhere as a focal point. But I've got a little boy cigar, so I'm going to light it up, shall we say. So stick with us. Yes, gridlock. Oh well, what can you say? Stuck in gridlock traffic in central Paphos on a fabulous day, obviously, but not everyone's cup of tea to get stuck in traffic, isn't it? But I was talking to a few guys last night who live not that far from the M25, and they were saying that, you know, it tickles them when they watch me and I got about gridlock traffic, because obviously driving around the M25 and apparently 2 lanes are closed and they're removing a bridge. So anyone who knows where the M25 is knows it's a busy, busy road anyway, and it's just got worse. Oh, they've closed this road as well. It looks as though we's in big trouble, that's for sure. So I think we'll be circumnavigating and buggering off, because they appear to have closed the main road into the old town, and that's where they're going to be doing the parade, obviously. So we'll turn into this car park and we'll head back yonder in the other direction. Otherwise, the policeman in front of us will not be very, very happy, will he? So there we go. And it's always good to treat police with respect, isn't it? It doesn't matter where you are in the world, always make sure you are polite, and if they ask you to do something, just do it. So we're going to have to turn around here. So you're going to watch Mr. Paul make a fool of himself now, because there's a big building going on in front of us, you see. You used to be able to drive straight through this car park, but not been in this car park for a while. So there you go. You're not going to make the same mistake now, are you? No. So they're building a bit of a museum, and I'm told some shops and the odd restaurant or two. So I'll keep you abreast, obviously, with what goes on my daily travels as I wander around Paphos. And it's what I do, basically, as you may have noticed, all day driving in and around Paphos, going to see customers, collecting their cars, taking their cars back, stopping for the odd coffee or two. Well, more than the odd coffee. Those of you know me. Got to have a good coffee, haven't you? So as you can see, it's getting very, very busy for Cyprus Independence Day and the parade, which will be up and down the main boulevard in and towards the old town. And the police and them are doing their jobs. You see, guiding the traffic, understanding that it's complete and utter chaos, and nobody wants to do as they're told, as we say. There we are. See, gentlemen. Bit grumpy looking, but so would you be if you had all these people trying to get to somewhere and not going to listen to a word you're going to tell you, because that's the way it is in Cyprus. By the way, I feel sorry for the police. What's this gentleman doing now? He's decided to do a silly manoeuvre, and yes, there you go. No concern for anybody else in her Dacia Sandero. Not a bad car, to be honest, all the way from downtown in Romania. Quite a nice colour, that. Although it'd be better in blue, wouldn't it? Rose to see. Anyway, like I was saying, the law courts, there we go. There's a bearing for us, isn't it? That's a law court on the right-hand side. Hopefully you never have to go there, but that's where it is. And they do have a little coffee shop at the back, by the way, quite reasonably priced. You see, I know where all the coffee shops are. And I popped in there once or twice and had nice coffee. Very cheap, nice friendly people. And you get to sit there and chat with a lawyer or two, like my lawyer. His name is Sava. He's a complete nutcase, but he's a good lawyer, so I'm told. So there you go. But I've not used his services for anything criminal yet. But today, possibility, because as you can see, we're just driving around in circles. But anyway, we are going to work our way towards the main, shall we call it the business hub, the council-y area of Paphos? Yes, that's what we'll call it. So in this area now, you've got the law courts right in front of us. Next door to that, you've got quite a few ministerial offices like the Cyprus Tourism Authority. You're going to be coming up over here. We've got another coffee shop called the Marika shop. And we've got the main sort of council-y area, this big building coming up here on the right-hand side. So a lot of things to do with the municipality, the council, are in there. And again, there's a sign there saying cafe as well. You see, we've got lots of cafes and coffee shops in and around Paphos. Hopefully you've enjoyed my little rant today as we've got lost trying to drive to where we wanted to go, but unfortunately Cyprus Independence Day has caused a little hiccup or two, and there are police absolutely everywhere, so good job I'm not a wanted man, otherwise I'd be in big, big trouble. I'm going to say a huge, huge thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed my confusion today, shall we say, and hopefully you'll come back and join us again very, very soon on the little channel known as Marika and Me. Please don't forget to hit that like, doesn't cost you a single penny. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and a massive thank you to all the people that are joining us. It's very, very much appreciated, and a big, big thank you to all the guys that join us as Superstar members or buy us a coffee on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. And of course, if you're looking for us and you're in downtown Cape Paphos, why not pop in and see us at the Marika and Me Lounge Bar on the most famous street in the world, that's Bar Street. We're open from 12 noon until 12 midnight, and a huge thank you to all of the people, our friends for life, who have popped in, had a drink or two, and said the big, big hello. Thanks for watching. Oh, one last thing to do. Little boy cigar. Yes, can't forget that, can we? Hold on. Yep, there's no doubt about it. Even in all the crazy traffic and all the frustrations, life is good on the island of love. Time for coffee now. That's it, it is. I think I'll have to have 2 coffees. Thanks for watching. Traffic lights, traffic lights, traffic lights. What's going on in the world?